Hey guys, Nicholas from Helmetkarts here. Today with me, I have our brand new front advanced frame design. We'll be going over the sort of new features of it that you guys have been asking for, as well as some of your finer adjustments for it, as they are a little bit more complex, but they are a much nicer frame. First couple features with this, might notice, might be a bit hard on camera. We've actually got a wider wheel track on this one. So your front wheel is basically going to stick out a little bit more. You also have your front rotors, so you can get a three-way brake upgrade sort of system on it for a bit more, I guess, braking power on it. The main feature of this, however, is your front camber adjustment. So now there's a bolt here that runs to where your wheels are going to be. That's basically going to allow you to control your front wheel camber, because we've had a lot of you guys ask about it, so this is what we've come up with. Alright, so to begin with your adjustments for this front frame, we're going to find the center of your rack and pinion steering system. Now, there's two ways to sort of do it. There's the easy way and there's a bit of a harder way, but we'll go over that. It's basically just find your full lock, and then you want a full lock to the other direction as well. If you're lucky enough, when you find full center, your top little screw point there will actually be in line with the whole car. If it isn't, what you're basically going to need to do is you're going to have to loosen this bolt, slide your steering shaft down a little bit, and then just adjust your steering wheel to where that top bolt section, you find your center, loosen your bolts, adjust your steering wheel to the correct position, and then that should be good for your steering lock. Next thing we're going to do is getting your front wheels in line with your back wheels. Now, I always recommend getting your front wheels up in the air. You're pretty much just going to eyeball it. You want to get your front wheel as straight as possible with the back wheel. How are you going to adjust that if you're noticing that one of them is slightly further out or slightly further in? What you're going to do is you've got your tie rod settings here. You've got your two nuts there. Just loosen those a bit, spin this around, and you just want to get them pretty much as even as you can on both sides in straight line with the back wheels. All right, so now we're going to go over your camber adjustments. So you've got your camber control arms here. This is basically going to control the angle that your wheels are on. The bottom of your wheel will actually be more further out than the top end of your wheel. That's basically just going to improve your handling and controllability and your steering of the car. So you'll see there you've got your two nuts. That's how you adjust your camber. So moving on to the actual cart itself, you want to bring those camber adjustments all the way in, so you've got the most camber on both wheels. Now, what you're going to do after that, once you've found the maximum camber on them, is you want to go to the wheel that has more camber. So the one that the top end's pointing more in, and you're actually going to want to push that one out because you want this camber to pretty much be even for both wheels. That way your steering both going left and right is nice and even and feels the exact same. All right, so now that you've done your camber adjustments, the next step for this is going to be your toe in and your toe out. Now, your toe in and toe out is basically the angle that your front wheels are going to be pointing. So toe in, meaning they're pointing inwards, out, meaning outwards. Now, if you're going to be taking this around tracks and you're going to be doing a lot of turning, we recommend toe out. Toe in is more predominantly used for straight line. Another reason why we actually recommend toe out is also because of bump steer. So if you're on a track and you're going over bumps and stuff like that, what you're going to feel is basically that force is going to go straight up through your steering system and it's going into your hand. So it's basically going to want to turn the steering wheel on you. Toe out, it's going to help alleviate that sort of force on the steering wheel for you. So we'll go over your toe in, your toe out. So what you're going to want to do is you want to look at your front wheels, and what you need them to be basically at is pointing outwards. If you do need to adjust them, you've got obviously your steering rods here. You're basically just adjusting it from there like before. So you just want them slightly pointing out, and then you also want to have a look with your steering. So you want it to basically be a little sort of gap there. So you'll see that little gap. You want them to get them as close so you have the best turning radius, and you want them to match on both sides. So once you do one side, you want to go over and check your other side. You want to get those as even as possible to make sure that your steering is nice and responsive and even going both directions. Now, once you've done that, the next step that you can go on for this is putting some load on the cart. So up until now, we've had it off the ground to remove that load. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop it down. So another important thing about toe in and toe out, you'll actually notice that your wheels will basically point in once say if you're going in the air or if you're going any sort of large bumps. As you'll see here, they toe in, you get a little bit of bump steer. That toe out is definitely helping it. You basically just want to make sure that once you put a bit of load on it, so if you've got two people, get someone to sit in it, get someone to basically push the front end down. You want those wheels to be about even. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is. So just going over everything. So we've done your centering on your rack and pinion and your steering wheel. We've also done your camber adjustments, your toe in and your toe out, as well as your compression load testing as well. That's pretty much all there is to it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Check us out on the socials, check out our official website. If you're interested in this model, please reach out to us. And yeah, see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. See ya.